What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. This one was recommended by a few of you. It's Hoop Doctors, Mikhail Brown Basketball IQ Test. Can you make the right read? So we're going to see if I actually know basketball or if I'm just making things up. So go like, subscribe, go follow the Hoop Doctors. Let's have a look.
Mikhail Brown is probably one of the smartest high school basketball players right now. He's going to college next year and he's absolutely going to be ready. This is the separator between stars and just good players. This is going to be an IQ test. Get your notepad out and watch all our tests repeatedly for pattern recognition. In this video, we're going to be looking at
I'd say the first problem here is the ref playing defense at center court.
This video, we're going to be looking at Mikhail Brown playing at his last year as a senior, and we're going to really...
Now, remember, I really don't like overanalyzing or watching film on high school kids, mainly because these guys like this, they're not professionals typically. I mean, some prep basketball stuff is, but like, I don't like criticizing coaches because they're not professionals. Some of them are just doing this out of the kindness of their heart. And also these players aren't professionals. So I don't expect them to be making all the right reads, but also most of it is just individual brilliance at the high school level. There's not a lot of good basketball. So you can watch a lot of European under 18s, under 16s and really break it down. But typically in America, it's just individual brilliance. So
break down everything, every decision that he made, and we're going to grade it. We're going to see what he could have did better. You see two people coming at him. What should he automatically do right about now?
I mean, and this is what I mean. It depends where his teammates are. Like ideally, your entire team is on a string, right? So whoever this player is guarding shouldn't be down in the corner. They should be running back to the ball. You're on a string. So as the ball moves, like you move, as they come down the court, you move down the court, but you should always be available. The problem I see in high school often is this player will just run to their spot and they're not ready for this sort of stuff. We'll see what happens.
If you guys didn't pick this decision, this is a very, very simple play. You're probably going to be in trouble when it comes to press. He over dribbles. A pass could have been out of his hands already.
Okay. But this is high school, right? This is just individual brilliance. This is what most kids do.
If you don't make the right decision, it kind of can come back to you. And then you see him overthrow this pass. He had to make a one-handed pass across his body just to get it to him when he could have made the simple decision here.
So a couple things. This is what I mean with high school. He's right. Technically, he's right.
You're probably going to be in trouble when it comes to press.
What should he do right here? Well, he should throw it to the open player.
Over dribble.
But we can't see the full court. Typically, when there's a run and jump press, there's usually another player running the gap. So we can't see if there's what would you call it, like a QB spy. So like in basketball, if there's like a free safety that's about to shoot that gap. So we can't see. We can only see this part of it. So obviously, if there's an open player, throw it. But he ends up with the same thing.
Now, when you don't make the right decision.
Yeah, there's one player guarding two.
It kind of can.
And he takes away the middle, and he makes the right pass.
Back to you.
This player just like wasn't on the balls of his feet and ready to go. But like if he catches that, if he's ready to play and catches that and goes, like you've got an advantage. So again, I just don't think there's much to break down there.
Just to get it to him when he could have made the simple decision here. Now, this is something a lot of people fail at. What direction should this big go in this situation?
Well, I mean, I guess he's going to say he should rip through and go left, right? But I mean, wherever.
Drive. Now, a lot of players struggle with this because they don't have.
So again, this is, I think he's going to say he should rip through and go left, but this player should obviously be spaced in the corner so that there's way more space here. And if this player is further in the corner and this guy's maybe setting an away screen and these two defenders are having to deal with that, if everyone else is doing their job, and this is what we see in high school, these high school game films, we saw it with Dorian Group the other day when we broke something down. If the other guys are doing what they're supposed to do, he can go whichever way he wants. He can go right or left. And we saw this with Pat Dorr breaking down Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, where he's like, Shai's going to go to this side because there's less players over there. But it's like, well, if his teammates are good and they're cutting and spacing and holding their principles, he can actually drive either direction.
Have the knowledge to make good decisions quickly, but the left side is clearly open. The corner guy is hugging, so he goes left, he attacks. Now, what decision should he make now? He drove on the right side, he attacked, did a great job on his rim attack. Now, where should he pass it? And he decides to pass a corner, which was a perfect decision. Where should he pass it? And he decides to pass a corner, which was a perfect decision. Obviously, this video is mostly about Michael Brown, but I just thought that was a really good viewpoint at a great read. Now, we could watch this play right here. The big loses the ball slightly. Now, where should this ball go now? He's still going to have...
into the basket, right? The ball, this ball should go into the basket. You're not, if you catch the ball, especially if you're my post player, 2 feet in the key, I want you scoring. I don't want you I don't want you trying to make anything else. You score.
The ability to grab the ball. How should he handle this situation here? Now, if you guys have seen a lot of bigs, you've seen them make this mistake again and again, and this is the reason they don't get post-ups. He goes up for it. Obviously, he gets blocked. Now, what was the correct decision? Looking opposite.
All right, so let's be clear here. This is the highest percentage shot in basketball. And this is what I say. I don't like when we are results driven instead of process driven. Like I said, I want my post player 2 feet in the key going up to score. And the reason is that's development for him too. I would, if I was coaching this kid individually and watching game film, I'd be like, dude, go dunk that. You need to go dunk it, or you need to go with your left to protect the ball, and with your right hand, have your right hand protect it and your left off the glass. Left hand off the glass here is the highest percentage shot in basketball, or power up and dunk it. Those are your 2 options. I don't want my big thinking like I need to jump and then weave a pass in between 2 hands like that. Those passes are going to be harder than the layup. The right decision was to go up. And again, because these kids are in high school, you have to be okay with this. You have to be okay with him going up for a layup and missing, because you can go back and watch it on film and be like, all right, we need to rep this out because you're getting this catch a lot and you're not finishing. So we need to rep it out, dunk, rep it out, dunk, rep it out, dunk, or rep it out, slap glass, rep it out, slap glass. Like, you just rep out the thing. So I think the right decision was to shoot it.
Hitting one of these guys.
Look how high he is. He can dunk. The right decision was to go up.
Corner guy and a wing guy. Bigs need to look opposite more often when they have more than one person on you, and you're not a guy who could just dunk over 3 people consistently. We're looking for passers that can play the big position.
Same thing here. What would I clean up?
We're looking.
So there's a few things. This is why I hate breaking down high school, because we can all see the mistakes. The problem is they're not robots. They're not perfect, but obviously he's wide open. So this pass is super late. And it's because number 5 is playing good defense. How often do we see in low-level high school, this defender will be playing off lazily back under the 3-point line, right? And so everyone can just walk the ball up. We saw this with AJ DeBansta and I forget the other kid's name, Darren Peterson. We saw this with the number 1 and number 2 player in the state or in the nation. They just walked back and allowed the other player to walk the ball up the court. These players, like number 1, isn't getting to deal with pressure like this all the time. This isn't happening all the time. So he's in a situation he's not in often. At a high level, you need to be able to make that pass on time and on target. I don't care about that defender. In high school, this is where you practice it. This is where you develop it. Because the pass was so late and it was a little bit off target, he should just go up and finish. But because it was late, it's put him kind of underneath the backboard, right? Cutter does a really good job cutting. We've got our space here. He mishandles the ball. Again, we're not results driven, we're process driven.
Big position as well.
This is not his fault. This is not the post player's fault. The issue started here. But once the ball gets down here, now it's individual brilliance. Can you make a play from this position?
Now, what should Michael Brown do right here? Where should he move to? The ball is underneath the basket. There's
I guess he's going to say go corner.
Opportunity for him. And right here, he really takes advantage. Whenever the ball's underneath the basket, a lot of times you're going to be able to cut corner and it's going to be open. Finding the empty space off of rebounds or when the ball is underneath the basket is huge. Now, what direction should he drive right here?
Again, it's the same thing as earlier. Like, the spacing up here isn't great, but if he's going away and setting a split screen, If he goes away right on this pass, like you shouldn't pass the ball and stand and wait to see what happens. Like pass, get out. If he goes and sets a split screen over here, this player is going to have to go with him so he could drive left. This guy looks like he's way in the corner. We can't even see him on the screen. So obviously this side is open, but then there's a help defender here. He steps up and you just drop it down into the dunker spot. If he helps over, now you kick it to the corner. Like, again, all these motion principles are pretty basic. We just like will blame a player or the person with the ball. So how we tell kids don't focus on having the ball in your hands, we do it as coaches too. We so hyper fixate on the ball when it's like, yeah, the spacing.
Now think about it, see the help. Now moving without the ball, especially for a point guard, is very impressive. And you can see him right here. He immediately
comes back to the ball.
Notices that the right side is wide open. The big is sagging too much.
So again, yeah, number one definitely should have gone away. And you never want to be behind a passer. So you always want to get to like where they can see you out of the corner of their eyes. Right now, the corner is the only thing open.
What does that mean, kids? When you see a big underneath the basket too much, time for a floater. It hit.
Again, we're very results driven here. This is just individual brilliance. I know he said it was open, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders.
You see a big
This is just the individual. This is a great play because everyone else isn't perfect and they're not robots, right? College, we'll see a lot better spacing. We'll see a lot more options open up. But really, he doesn't have this pass here because he's in the passing lane. It's going to be tough to pass it to the top because he can't see. The only real option is here. That's the fundamental read. But individual brilliance.
Too much. Time.
It's tough shots.
It hits it perfectly on time. Perfect shot and a mistake from the point there. Easy 2 points. Now, this play is not necessarily a mistake from the point guard, but you see the big comes down, gets beat by number 11 off the glass. Then he comes down, makes a great play, dunks the ball. Now, this is when it becomes the point guard's fault. He throws him the ball again. Now, he's not comfortable in these situations, but
again, it depends. What are your, as a coach, like what is your play style? It looks like they want to play fast.
Dunk.
Right? Looks like they want to play fast. Kicks it ahead. That's just a great play by number 11. That's insane. That's insane. How many high school kids?
Read there, easy 2 points. Now this play is
how many high school kids? Look where he's at. He's behind half court. We get a kick ahead pass from the 3-point line. Chase down block.
a mistake.
How often are you seeing this from a high school kid? So I'm assuming the other team, the blue team, black team, their coach is saying, we run fast, we dunk, we play athletic, that's how we play, push, 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 push. That's probably their style of play, right? If I had to just guess by a few clips I've been watching, you run into the one other team that can also play that style. So it's really, yeah, of course, like, you can make that read now and say, okay, against this team, we're going to change. Or this, but it's high school. These are high school kids. Whatever your style of play is, you just do that. You do that all the time. And these kids are going to develop and get better. But this is how
point guard. But you see
this is just how the game goes sometimes.
Comes down,
and then so he gets a chase down block. And now look at him. There's 20 athletes like this in America right now. There's 20. There's about 20 in high school basketball that are doing this.
By number 11 off the glass. Then he comes down, makes a great play.
That's crazy, right? Like, what are we breaking down here? For one, like Hoop Doctors, first of all, very good job on the video. And this is still good observation and it's good basketball discussion. But what are we breaking down here? There's nothing I don't know. What are we breaking down? Like this kid, that's just individual brilliance. That's insane.
Dunks the ball. Now
he's saying as a point guard, he's like, slow down, okay? Slow down the pace.
This is when it becomes the point guard's fault. He throws him the ball again.
But look at number 11. Have you ever seen, how often do you see this in a high school? Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but this is the most insane sequence I've seen in a high school basketball game in a long time.
It hit
individual Brett. Who is number 11? Who is this?
Perfectly on time, perfect shot, and a great read there.
Whose uncle is this? Whose dad is this? What NBA team does he play for?
Easy 2 points. Now
so watch this. Okay, let's just watch this.
This play is not necessarily a mistake from the point guard, but you see the big comes
number 11
down,
gets back in the play
by number 11 off the glass. Then he comes down, makes a great play, dunks the ball.
Watch him now.
This is when it becomes the point guard's fault. He throws him the ball again. Now, he's not comfortable in these situations, but what finish should the big have done here? He does a layup right here, really.
This is a great job by the big as well. This is good basketball. These kids are going to be, this kid's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. These kids, that pass, that kick ahead was beautiful. This is good basketball. This is just good. They're high school kids. He catches, gets into his 1-2, quickly recognizes there's a guard here, gets through it, gets the highest percentage shot in basketball. He just gets out-athleted.
2 foot.
That's crazy. 2 foot finish? What do you mean?
Finish going into the big, that would have been a foul.
No screen. We didn't get a screen here.
R&1. Now, similar situation here. He's open for this cut to maybe figure out a way to finish. Look at where he catches it. Now, what should he do here? Now, a lot of you guys are going to...
Well, honestly, number 32 should probably dive here. Number 32 didn't set a good screen. He's not diving. I don't know if he's a three-point shooter. If he's a three-point shooter, then kick it out to him.
Say, make the simple pass. Don't go up. You got a shot block.
But also, highest percentage shot in basketball. If you're going to play in college, you got to be able to finish against guys like number 11. You got to be able to, boom, jump into their chest and create space. Like, there's a lot that could happen here.
But this could have easily been a finish. Let's really talk about it and let's break down.
But you can understand why he didn't go up against number 11, right? I understand in this players. I get it. I can see what's happening. It's high school.
This is Steph Curry in similar situations against bigs. Notice.
Now that's not fair. If this was Rudy Gobert, Steph Curry probably doesn't finish this. That number 11 kid is basically a Rudy Gobert or Zion Williamson.
Notice how he goes
off
either 1 foot and goes right into the contact of the big. I would like to see Michael specifically try to attack bigs more and try to finish.
Again, Domantas Sabonis. This is not akin to the type of finish we're seeing right now.
Get to the free throw line. Once again, he's not scared of the big. He gets him off this with physicality off 2 feet. But you guys need to check out our website. All right.
Oh, I was like, what is happening to my computer? I thought I got a virus. I thought Hoop Doctors gave me a virus.
Will continue to grow. Now, back to your regular scheduled program. We have Michael giving the ball up. He can play off ball. Obviously, they trap him a lot, so it's really hard for him to get easy looks. But he makes a bad decision here.
But again, this is like he was already open. The problem was this player stepping across half court before he made the pass.
We have Michael giving the ball up. He can play
like he should just pass it here, right?
Ball. Obviously,
But he bobbles the ball, he loses it. Like this isn't necessarily, is it Michael or Mikal? This isn't necessarily Michael's fault. This is just,
so it's really hard for him to get easy looks. But he makes a bad decision here. What do you think it is?
not training enough ball handling and passing with his teammate beforehand.
Bang. They're trapping him. Now, what should he do? I'll give you a hint. So many of us
throw it to the next bit. Again, like we're seeing the same problem, right? This is why I don't break down a lot of high school stuff. All of the players aren't on the same page necessarily. Yes, this pass is open, but look at this player here. That looks like they're playing like a run and jump style. This defender here looks like he's shooting the gap, right? So this is where the next level of passer comes in. Darren Peterson, we kind of saw, has a little bit of this. He'll develop it obviously a lot more, but this is where Jason Preston, for example, you can look here like you're going to throw this pass, which is going to bring this defender over, but actually throw it to the corner. That's the right play to make here, but it's really tough. If he does that, I'd be really impressed.
U.S. American players, we don't make the simple pass, but the simple passes are important.
It was close though, right? He shot the gap and he just misread that.
You can see he gives it to the right guy. He just missed a shot. Great play there.
Look at this rebound.
Important. You can see he gives it to the right guy. He just missed a shot.
Bruh, whose NBA dad is that? This is crazy. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into it. You can watch Hoop Doctor's video. I thought this was pretty good. Like, I have a lot of disagreements here, not with necessarily Hoop Doctors, just again, the level of basketball we're seeing. I think as coaches and I think as outsiders, we kind of forget what high school basketball is. Like, we've kind of lost sight about like what actually we're looking at. High school basketball really comes down to individual athletes, and everything, it's like mentorship, it's getting the kids through school, it's teaching them hard work and effort. There's not a lot of coaches, no offense, I don't know any of these coaches, there's not a lot of coaches at this level that put together full well put together programs, right, from top to bottom. They don't have all their motion concepts in, they don't have all their defensive concepts in. They usually have one or two things they do really well: diamond press, and then they play fast. But it's really going to come down to, like Dick Vitale said, it's Jimmys and Joes, not X's and O's. He said that about college basketball, more so in high school. Whoever has the best two players on the court is going to win the game. That's really what it comes down to. So I don't like analyzing high school too much, but again, this is why this number 11 is like the best player on the court. They probably won this game. This is insane. Like, the insane athlete, like the amount of things defensively you can do with a player like this and offensively you can do with a player like this is completely different than when you have a normal high school team where everyone is 6'2" and they can't run up and down the court 3 times without getting out of breath, right? So anyways, I thought this was good. Thought it was interesting and really good conversation. I'm definitely going to watch more of these. I really enjoyed it. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.